Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the world of Marvel's first Avenger, the one and only Captain America. Whether you're a die-hard comic book fan or you fell in love with him through the MCU, there's always more to learn about Steve Rogers. So, grab your popcorn and let's uncover some amazing facts about the Star-Spangled Man with a Plan. Let's start at the very beginning. Captain America wasn't actually created by Stan Lee. Surprise! He was the brainchild of two legendary creators, Joe Simon and Jack Kirby, and first appeared in Captain America Comics #1 way back in March 1941. This was before the United States even officially entered World War II. The cover of that first issue is iconic. It shows Cap punching Adolf Hitler right in the jaw. It was a bold political statement that immediately established him as a symbol of American defiance and hope. Now, let's talk about that famous shield. It's as iconic as the character himself. But did you know his original shield wasn't the circular one we all know and love? In his very first appearance, Cap wielded a triangular, heater-style shield. It was changed to the classic circular design in the second issue. Why the change? Apparently, a rival publisher, MLJ Comics, had a patriotic hero named the Shield who also used a triangular emblem, and they complained about the similarity. So, the creators switched to the discus shape, and honestly, it was one of the best creative accidents in comic history. That circular shield, made of a unique vibranium steel alloy, is practically indestructible and has amazing aerodynamic properties, allowing him to throw it with pinpoint accuracy. Here's a fun one for you. Captain America has a birthday. According to Marvel Comics, Steve Rogers was born on July 4th, 1918. How perfectly fitting is that? The ultimate American patriot, born on Independence Day. It just adds another layer to his symbolic status as the heart and soul of America. Now, what about the super soldier serum? The stuff that turned scrawny Steve Rogers from Brooklyn into a peak human specimen. The formula was created by Dr. Abraham Erskine, who saw the goodness in Steve's heart and knew he was the perfect candidate. Tragically, Dr. Erskine was assassinated by a Hydra agent moments after the procedure's success, and the secret of the serum died with him. This is why Captain America remains a one-of-a-kind hero. Many have tried to replicate the serum over the years, but it often results in unstable and monstrous transformations, like the Red Skull or other failed super soldiers. Think Cap is just a brawler? Think again. Steve Rogers is a master tactician and strategist. His mind was enhanced by the serum just as much as his body. He can process information incredibly fast, devise complex battle plans on the fly, and inspire loyalty and confidence in his teammates. That's why he's the natural leader of the Avengers. He's not just a muscle. He's the general. He's led countless missions, not just with the Avengers, but with S.H.I.E.L.D. and other teams. His strategic mind is arguably his most powerful weapon. We all know Captain America was frozen in ice for decades. But did you know who found him? In the original comics, it wasn't S.H.I.E.L.D., but the newly formed Avengers. They were actually out looking for the Submariner when they stumbled upon his frozen form. This discovery and his subsequent revival led to him joining the team and becoming one of its core members. This Man Out of Time storyline became a central part of his character, exploring his struggle to adapt to a world that had moved on without him. Over the years, Steve Rogers hasn't been the only one to carry the shield and the title of Captain America. When Steve was presumed dead or unable to serve, others stepped up. The most notable successors are Bucky Barnes, his former sidekick who became the Winter Soldier, and Sam Wilson, the Falcon. Both brought their own unique styles and perspectives to the role, honoring Steve's legacy while forging their own paths. This shows that Captain America is more than just a person. It's a symbol, an ideal that can be passed on. Here's a fact that might surprise MCU fans. In the comics, Captain America's relationship with Sharon Carter, Peggy Carter's niece, is far more significant and long-lasting than what we saw in the movies. They have been partners, lovers, and allies for years, facing down countless threats together. Sharon, also known as Agent 13, is a formidable S.H.I.E.L.D. agent in her own right, and their dynamic is one of the great romances in Marvel Comics. What about his powers? We know he's strong, fast, and durable. But the serum did more than just build muscle. It enhanced his metabolism, meaning he can't get drunk. His body processes alcohol too quickly for it to have any effect. The serum also grants him a healing factor. While it's not on the level of Wolverine or Deadpool, he can recover from injuries much faster than a normal person, and it slows his aging process dramatically. This is why he still looks like he's in his prime, despite being technically over 100 years old. Let's talk about his civilian life for a moment. When he's not saving the world, what does Steve Rogers do? Throughout his history, he's been an artist. Before the serum, Steve was a fine art student specializing in illustration. This artistic talent never went away. In some comic storylines, he's worked as a freelance artist and even a comic book artist, drawing adventures based on his own life. It's a wonderful, humanizing detail that shows there's a creative, gentle soul underneath the soldier's uniform. One of the most powerful moments in Captain America's history came during Civil War storyline. He stood against Iron Man and the Superhuman Registration Act, not because he was a rebel, but because he believed it infringed on personal liberties. He fought for freedom, even if it meant fighting his friends and becoming a fugitive. This storyline powerfully demonstrated his unwavering moral compass. He will always do what he believes is right, regardless of the personal cost. He's not loyal to a flag or a government. He's loyal to the dream, the ideal of freedom and justice. Did you know Captain America can lift Thor's hammer, Mjolnir? This has happened on a few rare and epic occasions in the comics, long before we saw it on the big screen in Avengers Endgame. The inscription on Mjolnir reads, "Whosoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor." The fact that Captain America is deemed worthy speaks volumes about his character. It's the ultimate validation of his purity of heart, courage, and nobility. He is, without a doubt, one of the most virtuous heroes in the entire Marvel Universe. Let's touch on his rogues gallery. While the Red Skull is his ultimate archenemy, a physical embodiment of everything he fights against, Cap has a host of other fascinating villains. There's Baron Zamo, a brilliant and ruthless strategist with a personal vendetta against him. There's Arnim Zola, the twisted biochemist who can transfer his consciousness into robotic bodies. And of course, Crossbones, a brutal mercenary who often serves the Red Skull. His villains often challenge him not just physically, but ideologically, forcing him to constantly reaffirm what he stands for. And that really gets to the core of who Captain America is. He's more than just a super soldier. He is the moral compass of the Marvel Universe. He's the guy who inspired everyone else to be better, to fight harder, and to never give up hope. He's proof that true strength doesn't come from physical power, but from an unbreakable spirit and the courage to stand up for what's right. He started as a scrawny kid from Brooklyn who just didn't like bullies. And even with all his power, that's who he remains at his core. So there you have it, some of our favorite facts about the legendary Captain America. What's your favorite Cap moment from the comics or the movies? Is there a cool fact we miss? Let us know down in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. Until next time, stay super.